I woke up this morning with a sore throat, like I'm feeling a little under the weather and I just feel so out of it. I've already had a coffee and I opened this Alani energy drink and I just have no energy. Like the caffeine is not doing anything for me. It's also a terrible time for me to be feeling sick because I literally have 3 days of this week to get a bunch of work done, and then I'm going to Chicago this weekend with my boyfriend for the Windy City Smokeout Music Festival. It's gonna be such a good time, but I need to dial in this week. Like I'm supposed to be locked in. I'm supposed to be doing like a lot of work for 3 days straight and then I get to go have fun. But me being a little sick is putting a damper on things because all I want to do is lay down. But we're gonna push through and we're just gonna pretend that we feel fine, and then hopefully we will feel fine. Today I'm going to be filming an updated everyday makeup tutorial, natural summer makeup, just the makeup that I've been doing every single day. A lot of you guys have been asking. I know influencers and YouTubers and TikTokers are always like, oh my gosh, like you guys keep asking where this outfit is from, you guys keep asking for a makeup routine, you keep asking for this and that, and in reality nobody's asking. Like nobody cares. But genuinely I keep getting comments on like my YouTube videos, my TikTok, my Instagram. I keep getting DMs on Instagram of people asking me for an updated makeup routine, like everyday makeup routine. I do make a lot of get ready with me's on TikTok and Instagram Reels where I show the products that I'm using, but I feel like it's been a while since I've done one on YouTube, and I feel like since the last time I've done one, things have kind of changed up a lot. I have found a few new favorite products and things like that. So yeah, today I'm going to show you guys the makeup routine that I've been doing pretty much every day this summer. Well, not actually every day, because there's like a super natural, like straight up no makeup routine that I've been doing, because like when you're tan in the summer I feel like you can just wear less makeup, and when I'm going to like the beach or the pool but I still want to like look cute, I don't want to wear a ton of makeup but I also like want to do a little something. So maybe I'll do one of those on TikTok or something if you guys want to see it. I just feel like the YouTube video version of that routine would be like 10 seconds long because it's literally like 4 steps. I wear this headband every single day when I do my makeup, and I look a little insane. Sorry. Maybe I should like sit on a pillow. That's definitely comfier, but now I feel like the camera is too high and I can't reach it. This is already not going well. You're like, bro, please get to the point. Okay, is that a fine angle? I have no idea. So I've already done some of my skincare base prep because I took a shower this morning, and then directly out of the shower I moisturized and did some of my skincare. So I'm gonna quickly show you the products that I used this morning. In the mornings I wash my face in the shower with the CeraVe hydrating cleanser. I don't really feel like it does much, but I heard that you only need to be washing your face like once a day. So I prioritize my nighttime wash because, you know, after a whole day of wearing makeup or just like being out, I feel dirtier than when I first wake up. So I use the CeraVe in the morning and I use Panoxyl at night, and I feel like it's really been helping my skin. Right now I'm dealing with like a perioral dermatitis outbreak or something. I don't know if that's the actual name. I haven't gone to a dermatologist or anything, but one of my friends told me that this is what it is. It's basically like a little rash by my nose. So I washed my face this morning, and then out of the shower I used this La Roche-Posay thermal spring water. It's literally just water in a can. I don't do my makeup or my skincare in my bathroom. If I did, I would literally just get water and like put it on my face, but I just use this because it's easier. But it's definitely not necessary to buy this. It's literally water. I get my face wet because I like using a hyaluronic acid serum for hydrating, and this is the one by the Inky List, which I really like this one, and it's not too expensive or like bougie or anything. And then I've been using the Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum. This has really been helping with my dark circles and like the dryness around my eyes. Here's what she looks like. I love her. And then finally I topped it off with the Caudalie Premier Crew facial cream moisturizer. I love this moisturizer so much. All right, now that I showed you guys what's already on my face, I'm going to complete my base and then we can start with the actual makeup. After all the skincare, I go in with one of these 2 products. Usually it's the Supergoop Glow Screen if it's during the day, and this is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I use this at night, like if I'm getting ready to go out or something. The Supergoop has SPF in it, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I don't have to put sunscreen on if I use this. This is in the shade Golden Hour, and it's pretty comparable to this as well as like the Drunk Elephant drops. I just put a little on my face and then I'll put a little bit more moisturizer on just to help me kind of blend it in more evenly. Every time I use a primer, my concealer balls up and I end up taking my entire makeup off because I feel like my skin looks weird and patchy. So I just skip a primer and I use a really good setting spray and my makeup stays perfectly fine. Right now I'm using the Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid, and I'm just putting that on like my high points of my face, dabbing it into like my cheekbones and around my eyes, a little on my nose, my forehead. Okay, now let's start with the actual makeup products. This is the Kosas concealer. I don't even know what the actual name, I just know it as the Kosas concealer. This shade is a little light for me, but I absolutely hate wasting makeup. Should I zoom in even more? So I put the Kosas concealer under my eyes and where I want to highlight, and then I go in with this Anastasia Magic Touch concealer, and this one matches my skin tone a little bit more, and and I put this on the areas that I want to conceal. Actually, I was just talking about how good my skin has been, and I changed my mind. It doesn't actually look good at all today. Also, I'm using this beauty blender. It's extremely bad. I hate it. It's like microfiber, but I just bought it, and again, I hate wasting things, and I'm not gonna throw it away, so I'm gonna use it until it's dirty enough where I feel like I should get a new one. I don't know, I just feel like it picks up a little too much product compared to like a normal one. I blend out all the concealer on my face with the beauty blender except for under my eyes. I go in with this Real Techniques brush. I don't know if it's actually concealer. Oh, it says it's a setting brush. Usually people like to use more dense brushes for blending out concealer and foundation, but I feel like this brush works so good for blending out the concealer under my eyes. I love how I'm trying to be so professional. Like, I'm really trying to act like an actual beauty guru right now. I don't do my makeup right, just so you know. I'm just telling you what I do. All right, now that my concealer base is done, I'm going in with this product. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in the shade Baked. This is my favorite cream contour. I've been using it for so long. I've tried so many other ones, but I keep going back to this one. So I just put this in the normal contour spots. I put a little on my forehead. I put some here on my cheeks. I actually put some on the top of my eyelids too, because I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. Sometimes I will, and I might put some on for the video because I do like how it looks. But again, this is just like my natural, like I'm not trying to go all out here. So if you just put a little bronzer on your eyelids, it looks like you have some dimension. And then I've been loving this brush. I don't know where it's from. It's just like a flat kind of foundation blending brush, but it blends my contour so well. Contour tip, blend up. Make sure you're never like blending down. If you're gonna do anything other than dab, make sure you're blending up. For my forehead, I literally just like go like this really fast. I feel like the trick is just to be aggressive about it. Like, I just tap this all over my face and like don't really care. I just try not to get it on like the lower half of my face. For my nose contour, I use my beauty blender. I used to use a brush, but honestly, like my nose is so messed up. It's impossible to even make it look good with contour. I've convinced myself. I don't like pointing it out because then people notice it, but my nose is deviated and it goes this way. It's literally my biggest insecurity, and I'm convinced that once I get a nose job, I will not have a single insecurity, which is not true because everybody says that once you get work done, you find the new insecurity and then you want to get more work done. But genuinely, I wanted a nose job since I was probably 11 years old, 12 years old, because my nose goes this way and it's like so annoying. Okay, for blush, I also have been using Milk Makeup for this. There's another one that I really like using. I honestly don't know if this is released yet. I think it is. I don't know. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blurring Serum Blush. They sent me a bunch of these as PR and they were like, do not talk about this until this date. And I forgot what the date was, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but this is a really good blush. If it's out, go get it. If it's not, don't tell Anastasia I'm talking about it. That's their own fault. Do you guys remember when Tom Holland like revealed the Spider-Man poster or whatever he did on live? He was like on Instagram live and like the back of it was like highly confidential, do not show, and he's literally on live and he's like, guys, look at me. Yo. No. That's me right now. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, this is the blush I've been loving. It's the Milk Lip and Cheek tint thing. I don't know, it's in the shade Quickie. I used a different one that was more like orangey pink for the longest time, and I had convinced myself that orange blushes look the best on me, and I still think they do because of the color of my eyes. I feel like orange makes bluish green pop, but I've recently been using this like darker plum shade of this blush, and I feel like it has like transformed the way that my face looks. I don't know if it actually looks better than using a more orange toned blush, but I just like switching things up, and I feel like this blush has just been, it smells so good. Like, I dead ass want to take a bite out of it too. In the summer, I want to look colorful, so I put that blush damn near everywhere. I use two different brushes for blush. This is Tapered Cheek brush from Real Techniques, and this is a Moda angled brush. I got this in an Ipsy years ago. I don't know, whatever one I'm feeling. This one is honestly probably better, but yeah, I just kind of dab it to blend it in, and I take my time so that I don't end up smearing it all over my face. On my forehead, I go like this though. I don't really like using loose powders anymore. I love using pressed powders. This is one from Bliss, and I've had it for so long it's most definitely expired, but I literally love this product. But I take pressed powder on one of these little like puff things, and I don't grab a lot, just like a little bit. I set under my eyes first, and then I kind of go over the rest of my face, but there isn't barely any product on here, so I'm not like putting a bunch on It's just to kind of set it in place, if that makes sense. And it also kind of helps everything blend together more naturally, I guess. Okay, now we bronze. I've been using the same bronzer since 7th grade. It's the Benefit Hoola bronzer. It's my favorite bronzer. This is the brush that I use. It's been broken for months and I haven't found another one that I like, so I just keep using it. Use a light hand and do like swirly blending motions everywhere that you put the cream contour. Also, I don't put cream contour down here, but maybe I should. I'm just gonna put a little bronzer down my neck to help everything match better. Also, there's like 2 pimples on my cheek here that are peeking through. Definitely shouldn't put concealer over powdered products, but I feel like I need to cover these a little more. For blush, I've been switching between 2 powdered blushes at the moment. This Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the color Cocktail Party is really good. Otherwise, this is the Valentino Eye to Cheek dual use blush and shadow thing. This is really good, but I'm gonna be transparent. They sent me this. I probably wouldn't. I don't know how much this costs, but I probably wouldn't buy it myself. Valentino, like I don't need a Valentino blush, but it is really good. The shade in here is comparable to all 3 of these mixed together, if that makes sense. Like this is the shade that I like using. I just use this same Real Techniques brush. My camera's about to die, so I'm gonna finish my blush and transfer my other battery in. Okay, my blush is done. My whole face base is done. I don't really put highlight on anymore. Sometimes I'll put a little bit on my cheeks or something, but I use a glowy setting spray, and then as you can tell, even with like setting my products and stuff, the blush that I use is pretty glowy and the products underneath are pretty glowy, so I don't feel like I want too much more highlight. I've been using this setting spray. I actually had my brother buy this for me when I was in a pinch. We were about to go to Illinois for Tailgate and Tallboys Music Festival, and I didn't have any setting spray left, and I had heard a lot about this. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, and I think it's a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray or whatever it's called. I love this, and it is a lot more inexpensive than a lot of the more popular setting sprays we hear about. The one size, like canned setting spray, so freaking good, but it's so expensive and you go through it so quickly for some reason. But I have a mini can of that for when I have something really big that I want my makeup to look really good all night. But just for like daily use, I'm not using that. It's too expensive. I also love the Urban Decay All-Nighter Glow version. This one, you really can't beat it for the price and how well it works. So I basically just spray this all over my face very aggressively. Don't be afraid to use a lot of setting spray. That is how you're gonna get your makeup to actually set. I used to use like 2 sprays and I'd be like, why isn't my makeup staying? Because girl, you gotta coat your face in it. So I go like this, I kind of let it air dry for a second, and then I take this beauty blender and I kind of just dab it in to make sure that there's no like water droplets, or not water droplets, but like droplets of liquid. So now for the rest of my routine, it's pretty simple and straightforward. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz Brow Pencil. I love this. This is in the color Taupe, and I feel like it is the perfect shade for my eyebrows. I don't fill my eyebrows in every day, but if I just want them to look extra good, I will. And I don't do anything crazy. I kind of just fill in the front and make the line, like this front line, more defined. Just because my eyebrows are a little patchy in the front. And then you take the spoolie end and blend it out. There we go. And then I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter Gel. Again, I've used so many different eyebrow gels and I just keep going back to this one. There's a few products that are just like tried and true. No matter how long I use them, they're always going to hit. I don't do anything crazy with my eyebrows, like none of that like feather brow, soap brow look. I just kind of brush them in the natural shape that they are. And now it's time for eyeshadow. If I wanted to do eyeshadow, I can't tell if I want to do eyeshadow or not. Maybe I'll just put a little Hoola bronzer in my crease. That's honestly what I normally do. Take a little Hoola bronzer and just go like this back and forth. Just adds a little dimension, a little color to the eyelid, but it's really easy and you really don't need any skill to do this. Now it's time for mascara. I curl my eyelashes with this Tweezerman eyelash curler. I've been using Babe Lash and my eyelashes have grown so much that I am just thrilled. Like a lot of days I don't even wear mascara anymore because my eyelashes look so good. And I use like a combination of these 3 mascaras. It kind of depends how I'm feeling. This is the Maybelline Sky High Lash Primer. It's really good. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And then this is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I don't know why I said it like that. I've really been loving this mascara. I genuinely don't know what it's called though. I can't read that. My mascara takes me so long though. I'm so particular about it. It literally takes me like 15 minutes to do. So I'm probably gonna turn the camera off and do my mascara. Okay, I cannot hold this. My throat is so dry. But here's what my eyelashes look like after I've curled them and I don't have anything on them. They have gotten so much longer than they used to be, and I blame it all on Babe Lash. Okay, it took me about 10 minutes to do my mascara, and of course when I'm filming my makeup routine, I decide to have, or my lashes decide to have a bad eyelash day, a bad mascara day. Not loving that. It is crazy though, because this used to be way better than even my best mascara days before my eyelashes grew. I swear Babe Lash has actually changed my life. This is not sponsored. I've never worked with Babe Lash. They've never sent me anything for free. They should, because I keep talking about this damn serum. I've tried Grande Lash. I've tried Lash Australia. I've tried different ones and I've never had good results. Grande Lash gave me the worst allergic reaction. My eyes literally were puffy and glued shut for like 2 days. Not cute. But with Babe Lash, my eyelashes have grown so much, and like I said, this is a bad mascara day and they still look really good. For lips, I've been doing nothing crazy. I've been using the Benefit Benetint. I love this stuff so much. Instead of putting like a lip liner on and then a gloss and then it's too much, so I literally just put this on and I put gloss over top of it, and this lasts so long, especially if you're like going to something where you don't want to be like touching your lips up constantly. This actually does stain your lips, so it is just really good. I put this on my cheeks too when I do like my very natural makeup routine that I was talking about in the beginning, because even if I go to like the pool or something, I feel like it still stays on my face somewhat. I wait for it to dry, and now I'm going in with this on it. This has been my favorite lip gloss lately. I love it. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Honey Diamond Lip Gloss. It's just a clear gloss, but it has so much like sparkle and shimmer in it. It is gorgeous over top of this tint. There's like little gold sparkles in it, and I just think that it is so pretty. But yeah, I think that's it for my makeup routine. I'm like trying to think. Usually this takes me about 10 minutes to do like the base. Obviously this video is really long because I am a little chatterbox today for some reason, but the base usually takes me 10 minutes when I'm just like doing it. And then my eyelashes, I can make my eyelashes take 5 minutes, or if I'm really just trying to make them look good, it can take me 10 minutes. So it kind of depends, but this is usually a really fast, simple routine. And obviously I don't always wear this much and yada yada yada. If you guys want to see the super natural version of this, it's literally like 4 products. I will do it on TikTok or Instagram Reels. I'll probably just post the TikTok. I usually post my TikToks on Instagram Reels, but I know some people don't have TikTok, so then I can post it on Instagram too. But let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Also, let me know in the comments what your guys' all-time favorite makeup product is. I genuinely don't know. I know this is a really hard question. I don't know, I'm having a panic attack thinking about it. Maybe the Hoola bronzer, just because I've been using it since 7th grade and it has never failed me. I really don't know, you guys, but I love trying out new products. I love just experimenting with makeup and skincare and things. So let me know what your guys' all-time favorite product is, or like a couple of them. If you can't make up your mind, make a little list for me. I find that so interesting. So yeah, I guess this is it for this video. Here's all my my other social medias. If you guys want to go follow me, go add me on Snapchat at Bailey. I actually don't even know my username. I should probably learn that, but it's right here. Ow, I'm falling. My knees are actually broken from sitting on the floor like this, but I will see you guys in my next video. My throat hurts so bad. Okay, love you.